Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome to another live stream. Sorry for being a little bit delayed. It's just because I have been very sick this week. I'm still sick. I haven't recovered yet. And I don't know how long I can continue tonight. It'll depend on, I just have to, I'm a little bit late, so I want to tag the the link. Sorry. I want to tag the link to the let's see. Hello, my dear sister, Miss K. How are you? Yes. Yeah, before everybody join, I want to say that I condemn, as a Muslim, I condemn the terrorist attack on Jewish community in Australia. And this has nothing to do with Islam, because 2-3 weeks ago, before this terrorist attack happens, it happened that Australian government designated IRGC as terrorist organization because they had attacked some synagogue last year. And we see that just 2 weeks after this designation, it happened again. And we as Iranian, we know that Iranian regime is behind all terrorist attacks anywhere, because this is that's why they're trying to get nuclear bomb, because terrorist attacks are one of their main weapons now. So through these things like terrorism and nuclear bomb, supporting different groups like Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthis, and so on, they show their strength, because otherwise Iranian people don't support them at all. They don't have any support from Iranian people, so they have to get support from these types of things. And they have to develop, missiles, and so these types of things. Anyway, so that was something that I wanted to say about. It was a terrible attack. And unfortunately, the hero who stopped one of them was Muslim, but any person should do that. Doesn't matter what religion they have. That person had, but thanks God it happened to be a Muslim as well. I think that Hanukkah was organized by Chabad Lubavitch. I don't know what is that. Lubavitch. But what changes that was organized by them or someone else? Zionist sect. Okay, I understand, but it doesn't justify killing of women, children. Okay. That's a terrible act. As long as these people are not attacking you, you have no right to fight them. If you are against Zionists, yeah, you can go to Palestine and fight the soldiers. I have to do something for a few seconds, sorry. Let me see. Hello, the True Messiah. How are you? The link is there if you would like to join and talk. I hope that Martin can join as well. I don't know. Let's see. So that we can have at least some conversation. What else I wanted to talk about was, let me see. Martin sent me a picture and I want to see. And I don't know if I can share this picture or not, but anyway, the picture says that the Quran says in chapter 4, verse 82, if it were from other than God, you would find many contradictions in it. At the same time, traditional Islamic interpretation includes the principle of abrogation, summarized as when two verses appear to conflict, the later revelation overrides the earlier one. Okay, so let me see. The test becomes unfalsifiable if apparent agreement, proof of divinity, apparent contradiction equal abrogation, not contradiction. Then no possible eternal conflict could ever count against the claim. All right, so the thing is that I wish that Martin was here. I would tell him that abrogation called Nasikh Mansukh is this so-called Islamic scholars they just change the interpretation of that, okay? And they change the interpretation of that so that they can themselves abrogate whatever they don't like. Otherwise, in chapter 3, verse 7, those firm in knowledge say, we believe in it, all of it is from our Lord. So all verses in the Quran are from our Lord, and we have to believe in them, okay? You cannot just say, okay, this was earlier, this was later. So in that case, the last chapter of the Quran is the Quran we have to follow. There is no any other chapter we have to follow, because that's the latest. Big Nose is still making all songs about himself. Yes. So if Martin hear it, then he should understand that there is no contradiction in the Quran, but there is completion, okay? They usually bring up the 2 verses of the Quran, or kind of 3, some about alcohol. The previous was not forbidden that you drink alcohol, later became forbidden. No, that's absolutely trash. It wasn't allowed ever. Quran just says that if it happened that you drink, okay, you don't have to drink, all right? But if it happened that you drink, then don't go and at least don't pray, because it's useless, okay? So maybe in this way, at least people would stop drinking, you know, or at least before, you know, praying. Otherwise, if today I want to pray and I happen to drink, so what will happen? I can, you know, it is abrogated, yeah, because I can enter the prayer, because that verse is abrogated. No, it is not like that. You don't have to drink, yeah? But if it happened that you drink, then don't go and pray. So there is no abrogation in any of these verses. And what is it? Other verses as well. Yeah, that was a picture that Martin sent. And yeah, I don't know, Miss Kay, by the way, I got some virus last Sunday. My family had it, and I got it also. And I have never had such a virus ever. Unfortunately, even though it's like Tuesday evening or night, my fever dropped. So officially my you know, the virus must have gone from had gone from my body. But still I'm so weak, you know, I feel still sick. I'm still waiting for discussion between Martin and Aaron Rowe. Yeah, I don't think Aaron Rowe will, you know, debate Martin. A virus right before Christmas. But I have to be glad that it is gone. You know, yes, if I got it like today, that would be terrible, because it has still, you know, still after 1 week, I'm very weak, you know, despite I don't have the virus. True Messiah, hello, are you there? Do you have any question, brother? Oh, Miss Kay, do you have a subject you want to bring up? I don't know, where is our glass? I hope our glass, it should fully go away until Wednesday. I hope so. I wish, because my body is so sensitive still. Another thing is, I say, I wish that the hourglass this time, stays on his word and doesn't, again, for no reason, jump to that extreme Islam or version of Islam. Hourglass versus Aaron. yeah, that would be the worst debate Aaron Rowe had ever had. All right, people, any questions about Islam, about current situation in the world? I don't remember the news, but we covered the Australian terrorist attack. Do you think Trump will go after Venezuela? I mean, it looks like that he's locking up on Venezuela, and because Iran and Hezbollah also have a kind of, what do you say it, a foot in Venezuela, and Trump want to cut those, hold their influence in Latin America, Hezbollah and Iranian regime. So perhaps will go after, in a way, after Chavez. He's doing it slowly, I think. He wants the oil, as they always do. Yeah, that's definitely one of the greatest, reasons, of course. But there are other things like, as well, Iranian regime, the influence Iranian regime has in Latin America now. It's like Soviet Union, they brought their nuclear bombs in Cuba. So they don't want somebody who hate them or threaten them to be close to them. So Iranian regime, Hezbollah, they are there. So yes, but of course, oil is also a great reason that, yes. Anyone else has any question? Hello, my dear brother Sean. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Was it a nice week? Do you have a nice week?
I said before you arrive, I had a terrible week because I was sick, and the worst virus I've ever had. I'm still, despite Tuesday night, the virus left my body, but I'm still very weak, I'm still sensitive.
Did you get vaccinated?
Sorry?
Did you get vaccinated?
No, I mean, I got the disease, so I cannot vaccinate afterward, yeah?
No, but if it's COVID, did you get the COVID vaccine?
Oh, the COVID vaccine was many years ago, okay. and I don't know if it is COVID or it is something else, but you cannot and that those vaccines, they must have, the effect must have disappeared, because last one I had, I think, was nearly 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it could be mutation of the COVID, or it could be a flu. But I heard there was a bad flu round, and a lot of people are getting
Yeah,
sick.
yeah. Whole my family, except my wife, everyone else also had the same. I got it from them, actually, from my children. So one by one, they were getting it, and unfortunately, I got it too, and it is terrible. I don't know. Is it? It looks like that it is some kind of COVID.
Yeah, it sounds serious. I heard that the hospitals in Ireland and England are pretty busy right now, more than before, I think. So it could be a mixture of COVID or other flus.
Maybe, I don't know. Don't take the what is that, elixir people? Who's that? Elixir people?
Elixir is like a potion, magic potion or something.
Mm-hmm. Who are
Elixir, it's basically, she's saying that don't take the vaccine.
Okay, the vaccine. All right.
But it doesn't mean vaccine. It means something else. Elixir, I forgot.
Okay, all right, no problem. But actually, Miss K, those vaccine I took, and I'm a little bit. I regret, actually. I shouldn't take those vaccines either, because I feel that I got some, defect from those vaccines. When I walk, I get a little bit pain in my lungs. Okay, so I shouldn't have taken those vaccines, I think.
Well, yeah, I have to be careful what I say about vaccines because I'm not an expert. But Joe Rogan seems to be, and he talks about it a lot. He had a person there on that, but I'm not going to talk any about it because my family are quite anti-vax, so I won't.
Oh yeah, but I think yes, I think that some vaccines are necessarily for children, for example. Definitely they have been saving a lot of children. And when COVID came, some people were very vulnerable. They should take vaccines, but I didn't need, actually. Yeah, same. I regret it too. Good thing it was just the first two. Okay. Thing. Yes, I regret. I took also 2 or 3, maximum 2 or 3. I didn't take more. And yes, I regret it. So, what's up, Sean?
Not much.
Not much.
Yeah.
I just wanted actually to talk to you about atheism a little bit, if you don't mind.
Sure. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, very good. No, it's for me, it's not to convert you or anything. For me, it's just that people should think a little bit rational. Okay, I don't believe in God, but these teachings are good. For example, I don't believe that Buddha was God or anyone. He didn't even claim, but somehow his teachings are nice. Okay, but of course, for me, they are not in the level of the teachings of Jesus and Muhammad and other prophets. And what they did was absolutely different. Okay, so what do you think about the idea of just following the good commands? If there are good commands, just following them and keep them in your mind.
Yeah, I agree with all the good commands and I disagree with the bad ones. And there's a few bad ones in the New Testament and Quran and all the religions. There's probably bad teachings in all the religions. And I disagree with them.
I'm happy that you disagree with them, okay? Because God doesn't want you to follow something that is bad, okay? Which I tell you from my side, you have been presented to these, or you have read the wrong interpretation of these verses. Okay, otherwise, it cannot be that a God that says, forgive, oh Muhammad, repel evil in the best manner, or oh Muhammad, if you have to punish with the equivalent that you have been harmed, but if you forgive, it's better for you. So such a God, and many other verses, anyone does good to others, we give them 10 times more. So such a book and God cannot suddenly become immoral. Okay, so I'm sure that I've been explaining, of course, that those verses that you think that they are bad, they are the wrong interpretation that you have been presented to. Sean?
Yeah, but if you follow all the good beliefs of every religion, why can't you just pick any religion? Do you think the good beliefs in the Quran are better than the good beliefs in the Bible or in Buddhism or any religion?
All right, okay, so I say I take them, I take even from the Bible the good beliefs, yes, and I said even if there is something good, okay, but I said it is not in the level of the good things that I learned from the Quran and the Bible. When it comes to Buddhism, for example, there are nice advice, okay, that for me is different level, but if I can follow that, if I need it somewhere, yes, I follow it. Okay. Another thing is that it is not about just following good, deeds or good teachings of a religion, because religion came to teach us, in reality, to teach us. God sent us prophets so that we have a better life on this planet by teaching us God, divine laws. We got a better life. The today life and system we have is mostly because of that divine laws that started thousands of years ago. For example, don't kill your children, don't crucify each other. All these things started from the religion. But is that enough with Sean? With laws, don't do this, don't do that, this is good, that's good. There is a source that guide people to all bad deeds, and Islam came to get rid of that source so that people don't do bad deeds at all. Even if they want to, it is not possible. Okay, let me see. Everyone has some good ideas. Even the Austrian painter. I don't know what is Austrian painter, but
she's talking about Hitler.
Okay. I don't think so. He had any good idea. He was the most devil person in the world. The thing is that I say, that's totally, you have to put it aside. Somebody who's so evil, you cannot even listen to whatever he said. Let me see it. For example, he banned astrology and fortune tellers in Germany. That's nothing, that's not a good thing. You cannot ban people's belief, or that's also itself was stupid thing of him. All right, and cruel animal experiment too. As I know,
because he was a vegetarian, and I looked up there's a secret society called the Tool Society, and it's like a cultic thing that was connected to Helena Blavatsky. It's all this occult stuff, Freemasonry, all this occult metaphysics and all that stuff. And the Tool Society were the ones that Hitler joined it, and then after that he started the National Socialist Party, and the Tool Society were a big influence in the Nazi Party, and they were like a cult, religious kind of thing. I think Hitler himself was a Christian, but I think he didn't like some of the Christian beliefs. He thought Christians were weak. He wanted them to be strong, like what's that called? That guy called Nietzsche, a philosopher Nietzsche.
Yeah, Nietzsche, I know. But anyway, I know that. Let me see. Hitler was a terrible person, and Abne. I don't know what is that. Thule and Abneber. Anyway, I know that he was using. If he wasn't experimenting on animals, he was experimenting on human beings. Okay, he was a cruel monster. I cannot say person or human. He was a cruel monster. Anyway, so please let's talk about good people who meant what they, said. And anyway, so Sean, as I was saying that there is a source for all bad deeds. Okay, in this world, Islam can get rid of that source. All right, it is
Can
not just
ignorance, can people that are nice ignorantly be bad by being ignorant?
yeah.
So if you're
They
so
can be.
ignorant, you become evil, but you're not.
No,
You don't
no.
want it to be that way.
No,
You're so
no.
ignorant
Okay.
and stupid.
All right, look, he couldn't. Yeah, ignorance can be bad, but not like Adolf Hitler. He wasn't that ignorant. Okay, and you cannot be so ignorant to commit all these, terrible deeds. All right, so it is some kind of ignorance can lead you to some bad deeds, but in
What do you
general,
think happens to the Jews in the afterlife? What do you think happens to the Jews in the afterlife? Because I think some
anyway,
Christians say that they go to hell.
okay, perhaps they believe they believe that anyone who doesn't believe in Jesus will go to hell. But according Islam, as long as you are a good person, you will be rewarded for your your deeds here. It's not about what you believe in. Okay, it's about what you do in this world. Okay, so Sean,
Yeah, but I think what did you get? Did you ever experience a miracle or hear voices from God? What convinced you really to believe in God?
all right, okay,
Or are
yes,
you a Iranian spy that's making pretend you're atheist?
okay,
That
so
you're
no,
religious?
no. Let me tell you what happened. I decided after a few days, I was around 25, Sean. I decided God, I was looking for evidence for God, but I couldn't find it because my knowledge was narrow. I didn't have enough knowledge. So after a few days, I looking around, I couldn't find any evidence. So I decided that no, God doesn't exist. Then slowly, in few years, I don't remember where I read that there is an end to this universe, and then I learned about different theories how the world will end. The what is it? The Big Chill, the Big Crunch, and the Big Rip. These three different how do you say it?
Scientific theories.
Yes, theories, yes. But one of them is going to happen. All scientists, they agree that one of them is going to happen. Those two, which is the Big Rip and the Big Chill, if they happen, the world will never repeat again. But the Big Chill will repeat again, and it is called also the pulsing theory, that it has been always repeating and will always repeat. Okay. So when I went in 2001, I went to India for making a documentary movie. So I came across Hinduism, and I learned about Hinduism. I saw that their religion is based on people's mind according their surrounding. For example, North India, they believed in Ganesha, tiger, God, and so on. Ganesha with the head of elephant, and but those who were living in South, because they were close to the sea, their gods were sea creatures. All right. And when I was asking them, what do you think about the end? What will happen after we die? They were saying that we will come back after 12 days. So I was asking, if you, let me see, from yeah, the world will end one day, to the whole religion is true because of that, is quite a wide leap. No, wait. Let me explain, Miss K, please. Be patient. That was, okay, I have to explain that first before. So, Sean, they believed in reincarnation, that you come back after 12 days. So if you are a bad person, you come back as a dog to suffer, or as a handicap also to suffer, okay? And if you are a good person, you come back again like a human. And I was asking how long it continues. They were saying that forever. Somebody was saying that, no, you come so many times until you get a good person and you join, I don't know, their God or whatever, but the world will continue always. All right. So this thing made me to think that if now look, Miss K, here, if all religion, oh, what happened, Sean? All right. I hope you will come back. So it made me think that if all religions were man-made, so they all should look like Hinduism, ancient Greeks, ancient Egyptians, and Mayans, Incas, okay? Let me see. Yes, Sean. So please let me continue. Yes.
Sorry, there. I accidentally pressed leave.
All right, no problem. Okay, good that you came back. So, and I made a movie, by the way. It is on my channel. I went to all these countries and I shot this movie. You can watch it, Sean. It is free. 1 hour. I've gone all these countries and shot the video. The movie. I have an actor anyway. So they all have the same, mindset. They have, the only similarity they have is that they have thousands or millions of gods. Okay, but they are not connected to each other at all, and they all believe in reincarnation, and so on. But how come, for me, was how come Abrahamic religion, despite they have been so far away from each other in time and place, despite that they have all been following one command, one story, or one theory, or whatever you call it, that there is an end to this world. All right. So that woke me up, Miss K. Not that was that I decided no, God exists. So that woke me up, and I started to think that these people must have gotten this from a higher power. All right. Then I slowly started to realize that Islam wants us, that's the final message of God. Islam wants us to live in a world where there is no poverty, there is no rich, no poor. Everybody, Islam wants that everybody live equal and share everything with each other. So I found all these things, and I realized that, okay, that illiterate man 1400 years ago accept all these theories, that even in the Quran, Sean, it says the world will end through the big crunch. If you want, I can read for you the verse. It is so clear that it says that it will, okay, I will read it for you later if you, I don't want to just say some words from my mouth, but anyway, later I will read it for you if you want, that illiterate man 1400 years ago could not possibly know such a things, and that all these beautiful commands as well, forgiveness, in a world, in a time that they didn't even have mercy on their own daughters, and they were burying them alive in such a place. He comes and talk about mercy, forgiveness, and peace and love, and then he's talking about a world also that is yes, that people will live equal. All right, that finally Allah says in the Quran, finally my righteous people will rule and inherit the planet. So he promises us that this is going to happen. And I see, Sean, I see that it's going to happen when I look at, for example, North Europe, okay, and in Europe in general, but North Europe as well, that from those times that people were burning each other alive, they, you know, so much poverty, so much disasters. Now we are living in a system that is not ideal, but it's, you know, great. So I see the development is towards that world that God has promised us in the Quran. For example, my country, Syria, was just a few months ago. It was, you know, under a dictatorship. We cannot be so sure now that they are free, but it looks like, okay. And I hope that it continue like this, and they will develop, you know, and they will be a free nation. Okay, so slowly, Iranian people will be free, other people will be free, and everybody will live in a better world. And finally, everybody will live in a beautiful world, a perfect world. Sean?
Yeah, but you could do that in the atheism way. I don't know why you're not an eco-socialist atheist.
Okay.
Why do you need to have a God? Why do you need to have afterlife? Is it because you want that? You fear death and no existence?
No, the thing is that you are wrong, Sean. You think that I am thinking about afterlife. No, I'm just thinking about this life that I want, that people are living like human beings, okay? I don't want that they kill each other, they are going hungry, okay? So this is most thing that I'm thinking about, I'm caring about, I'm fighting for, okay? So why not a socialist or atheist and so on, is that, Sean, I have this knowledge, okay, please. I have this knowledge that in Iran, Sean, we had left groups, and one organization is the Muslim organization, okay, that also they call it Marxist Islamists, okay. Those left groups, they are totally gone from the fight against Iranian regime. The only one that has been fighting the regime, and not only the regime, Europe, USA, you know, Iraqi government, and still is strong and staying, is this organization, because they have mixed the religion, okay, with their, you know, idea, with their beliefs, with their fight, okay, and that has kept them 100 times stronger than those Marxist groups that they left totally the fight. So I believe that this is much stronger belief for humanity to follow it, okay, and it gives them more, how do you say it, encouragement to do that, to continue, and to, because if you ask me just a person, Sean, I would say it is almost impossible that this world one day will become equal and everybody share everything with each other. It is impossible. But I believe that it's going to happen because God promised us. Because I believe God knows when the angels, Sean, remember this, when Allah said to the angel, bow down to this Adam, they said that why you have created this creature that is going to destroy the planet. He said, I know something that you don't know. Okay, that is what God knew, that this creature finally is going to live like human being. All right, so this is, and then as I said, I have written all these things in that book, by the way. And okay, so Sean, I believe that if Marxism can, which I believe they cannot do it, impossible, because they want to do it by force, you know, by, I don't know, and people don't follow it, they don't believe in it. But if they can do that, God is not going to be against it. God would be very, very happy and glad, okay?
Yeah, but you could do communism in any religion. Why don't you do any religion?
Yeah, because
Buddhism. I'm not an expert on Buddhism, but I think Buddhism looks quite peaceful.
Yeah, no,
So that's
peaceful. No,
big
no,
into jihad and all that.
no,
Why don't you
no,
become a Buddhist?
no, 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 no. It's not about being peaceful. Okay, I believe in rationality. Okay, first of all, the world is getting worse in the recent years. I don't know how, Miss K, how can it be worse for you now? This situation that I'm living in is worse than Second World War. I don't know how do you say that, okay? This situation that I'm living in Europe is worse than what people are experiencing in Syria, Iraq, in Iran, in many, many parts of the world, in Africa. No, no, sister, please. Anyway, so you said about peace. I think about, that a religion must be rational. You cannot just say peace, 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 peace. Even when somebody attack you, Adolf Hitler attack you, you say peace. You have to have a situation or a command.
Actually, isn't there Buddhists killing Muslims there in some country there?
Yes,
So there is Muslims. There's Buddhists fighting as well. So not all about peace.
No, and it is not. I don't know if they follow Buddhism. If Buddhism tell them to fight others. I don't know about that. But anyway, it's not about peace. It's about, Sean, a system, a belief that we have to live equal, okay? We have to get rid of the source, which is the capitalist world, okay? And in Islam, this source is mentioned. The name is Satan, okay? In Buddhism, I don't know if it is mentioned. And God tells us to prostrate towards equality, which is Mecca, okay, 5 times, and tell him, show me the right way. These are not in Christianity or in Buddhism, in other religions, okay? So Islam has all the tools for reaching that world and for keeping that world, together. Marxism even doesn't have those tools. And I say it is very long time to explain, but I have explained all of them in my book, like mosque, like fasting, like praying. All these are the tools of the equal society. People can't afford a house. Okay, that's not, let me see, graduate with no job despite sending hundreds of applications, can't afford good food, increasingly suffer mentally. We live in a Weimar Republic? Anyway.
Weimar Republic.
Yes.
It's the republic before Hitler took over.
All right. Okay. No, look, you are making it negative, because I know that I didn't say it is a perfect world, sister. I said it is much better than those times, Second World War, First World War, Sweden, Europe. These countries are much better than Iran, Syria, in many countries in Africa. We have to admit that. These countries are better than most countries or all countries in Latin America, that you cannot even go out, you are afraid, So we have to accept that there are good places, and even those countries are better than, past, Second World War. But of course, in the Middle East, for example, in Sean, in First World War, I think 20 million Iranian people they died from hunger. But today, despite it is a terrible situation, people are very poor, but they are not, some people might die from hunger. But anyway, they are fighting for freedom.
Wait, 20 million died from hunger in the First World War in Iran? I never heard about this.
Yes, please read it. I heard that, British government took Iranian food for their soldiers, and then people, you can read about that. Yes, I've heard that 20 million. Anyway, millions of people. And
that's more. That's more than freaking.
Yes. And Sean, my grandma was telling me, Okay, my grandma was telling me that they were seeing that in the village that somebody was coming with the, I don't know how true was it, that somebody was coming with his child and they gave him a little bit food, and then he took the food from the child, and then, and I don't know, something like that. He even ate his child, something like that. I have to ask my mom. Okay, but anyway, I know that they were telling me that this happened. Is Iran better than it was under the democratic leader you had before Pahlavi? No, sister. I didn't say it is better. Okay, forget Iran. Iran is terrible now. Okay, let's forget Iran. Let's forget the Middle East. Middle East was better off than right now. But I'm not talking about this country or that country. I'm talking about the world in general. I'm talking that the development, for example,
which country do you think is the best example for Islam right now?
There is no any country that follow Islam. I say Sweden is more Islamic than other countries. Okay, Sweden.
So if you want the whole world, hypothetically, if the whole world was Muslim,
okay,
would the world be better?
True. Look, if they followed the true Islam, okay, they knew what is Islam and all followed, which Quran promised that it will happen. So we will have a, very, very peaceful.
Salam alaikum, my future brother in Christ, and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah, my brother in Christ. Allahu Akbar.
Sounds like a terrorist.
Yeah, Sean has become a terrorist.
I look like one too, but more like Jesus. He was radical.
What are you talking about? Sorry, guys, that I interrupted you talking.
No. You're welcome. Just first of all, did I tell you I've been very sick whole week? Yeah?
Yes, I heard, Muni. Hopefully you feel better now.
Little bit better, but a little bit, Martin.
Okay, so hopefully I don't make you feel worse by.
No, you feel me better. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Or if Hourglass joins, and hopefully
Hourglass.
Worse,
Hourglass has repented. Don't worry. So
yes.
Hopefully he will stay.
How many times has he repented?
I hope that this time I will make. I will try not make him. But of course, if he goes too much inside, I'll have to stop him.
You're gonna make him a terrorist again,
yeah, I have to. I mean, he cannot control me. Okay.
He blames it on you that you're radicalizing him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's right to blame Muji for this.
Mm-hmm.
Although, perhaps, I don't know. Muji, the only way I would think you would radicalize someone is if you lead him to Islam, and then he starts reading those hadiths,
Mm-hmm.
Reads the Quran and listens to these.
I have to tell you this, Martin.
And then Muji basically added a whole legion of people to ISIS, No,
wait. I have to tell you this. Wherever I see somebody says I'm converted or reverted and so on, I try fast to talk to him, say, please let me help you, So I try to, so that they don't go towards that. And it's a little bit sometimes difficult, but I always try to tell them that, hey, be careful, that don't follow these stupid hadiths.
Don't read the sources. Don't read the sources.
Don't read, but first you have to read the Quran and understand that if it goes against the Quran, then don't follow it. Okay.
What if?
Yes.
But you have to understand, Muji. These ISIS guys, they say that this goes with the Quran. That's how they realize what is the Quran is actually saying, That's why they try and use these against you and say,
that's why, Martin, we have to talk about it. That's why they ran away debating me, because their hadiths doesn't go in line with the Quran. Okay, they just talk
all the time,
rubbish. They talk just rubbish.
Sometimes, yes.
I mean, no, always. even for example, killing apostate. Yeah. When you talk to them, say no, it's not about. It's about non-Muslim. Then you bring them. I have found actually a hadith that says that you are the best nations because you are going to bring Christian and Jews in chain and convert them to Islam. So when I didn't know how that such a hadith exists. So I'm going to put them in front of them, say, so don't lie, you stupid. Say that, no, it is not about non-Muslim. And that guy was saying that Sheikh Isis al-Hakim, two good options, convert or, so
now
don't.
we see why we suffer, Muji. Me and the Jews, Muji. There's now a lot of Christians being, I think, Uganda or where is it?
Nigeria. I heard that Donald Trump has warned, but I know that, Martin. I know as well. It's most about the oil. They try to take the control of the oil in Nigeria.
I don't think Donald Trump is going to come and help, though.
No,
but they just want to kill Christians and use the hadith and stuff to justify it, the Quran. And stuff.
No. Trump has said, as I have heard, Trump has said that if you don't help the situation, then we take our the money. The money, because they are helping Nigeria. USA is giving them aid. Yeah, we will draw our aid, and that's definitely the government. If they do that, the government start to think. Understand? So I don't know how many millions of dollars it is, but and he has said that we will attack and so on. But of course, somebody must attack these mafia groups. Sean?
Yeah, I wish I knew about the Quran, because there's probably a lot of scientific mistakes in the Quran and all these religions. I mean, some practices in these religions need to be reformed because they're not good. Like, they're not sustainable. Like having so many kids, having 4 wives, or obviously the moral stuff is subjective, but you can use the scientific method to find the best moral choice.
Sean, I said if that understanding of Islam is wrong, because Islam doesn't say you can marry 4 wives. Okay, it says, as I have told you, it is about orphan children. Okay, if you are afraid that you cannot be just towards them, then marry their mothers, 2s, 3s, 4s, if you afford. Okay, so it is about not marrying wives and have kids and then have sex with them and so on. So it's not at all about that. And it says that if you don't afford to marry these orphan mothers, then at least marry one of your right hand possessed. Okay, it is just about helping them. So at least.
What does the right hand possess mean? Some people are saying it's sex slave.
Yes. Okay, now I tell you, slave in the Quran is riqab. Okay, right hand possess is not slave. Slaves are included. The second-hand citizens, and those who, for example, came as immigrants and so on, they are called also, together with the slaves, they are called your right-hand possessed, okay? These people don't have the status, the citizenship. That's why God wants them to get the citizenship, the status of a free person or a citizen, and God encourages Muslims to marry them. All right. There is not a single verse in the Quran that says, if you do this, release one of your right hand possessed. But we have several verses in the Quran that says, if you do this, then you have to release a riqab, which is slave. If you do that, you have to release a riqab, which is a slave. And then chapter 9, verse 60 says, Sean, that the alms tax is to give it to the needy, to travelers, and so on, and freeing the slaves. That's the obligation from your Lord. So freeing slaves is an obligation from the Lord. All right?
So why are most Muslims like you then? It's so sad that you're a minority. I mean, your group, how many people in your group?
Yes, Sean, we would be the majority if the West helped us. But unfortunately, the West doesn't want this Islam to take over the Middle East because such
yeah,
a
but
peaceful.
hypothetically, if we helped you, the other Muslims would say, "Oh, these Westerners are trying to take over
No,
Islam. They're
no, no,
trying to
no, no,
make us."
no. Sean, wait, please. I didn't say you come and help us. No. The only thing is that I say the West stop, how do you say it? Tying our hands. They have tied our hands, saying, no, you have no right to change Iranian regime. They say that. And we are asking in many years, please let us change the regime in Iran. That's the only
Yeah, but
thing
how
we
many
want.
people are there in Iran like you? How many people
Millions.
are?
Millions, and we can increase within months. We can increase with millions within months. The thing is that I say, unfortunately, the West so far doesn't want the regime in Iran goes because they want this conflict in the Middle East. They want to sell weapons. They want to buy cheap oil. So yes, if they wanted, then we would have a peaceful version. And even Saudi Arabia, for example, they don't want us to get the power in Iran, because they know that if we get the power in Iran, then they are in trouble. People in Saudi Arabia also stand for their rights, and the monarchy there, they would not have a chance, to continue. That's why the new Martin, that's why the new prince, he's trying to reform because he knows that they cannot stop this reform, this development forever. One day it's going to change. One day people are going to wake up and say, what are you doing? Okay.
Can you
Yes.
see it?
Yes, I see. Yeah. Yeah. So Sean,
Someone bought this
So,
for me.
so you think Islam is going to reform like the Christians did in whatever there?
yeah, that Islam is going to disappear. I can tell you like this, and that it is will disappear.
I wish.
Yes, very soon. Okay, inshallah.
Well, there's a
But-
prophecy, Muji.
sorry.
That there's a prophecy in the Hadith
Mhm.
where Islam will disappear, where it says that Islam.
No, I didn't
started
say
as
Islam disappear.
Yeah, but
Don't
just
get
Islam,
me.
it says
That's
Islam
fascist
started
Islam.
as something strange. So, perhaps ISIS Islam started as something strange, and it
Mhm.
will again revert to its previous of being strange, and then
Mhm.
recede as like a snake between two mosques.
Mhm.
There's one hadith. There's multiple hadiths that say something like that, where Islam
Okay.
will started as something strange.
Mhm.
So that's their own prediction that it will. So you can use that, Muji. This
Okay.
ISIS Islam is predicted to disappear.
That I don't need even the hadith. Every rational person, every rational person should understand that when people get educated, they realize that no, that's not Islam. Okay, and either they don't like it. There are people who say, "Oh, this is Islam. I don't want it," or like me, say, "No, this is not Islam, and we are going to fight it." Okay, so yes.
Yeah, I just wish Muji can be a bigger enemy of that Islam.
Mhm.
That's my
I am.
that's my goal, to make you a bigger enemy of that Islam. Muji.
Yes, I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get help. And by the way, that channel you shared with me, unfortunately,
Yes.
I think he start his lives 12 a.m. my time. I don't know if I
Oh,
ever
okay.
can ever
But
join his.
sometimes, yeah, your stuff. I don't think he does the same every time. I think there's other times he also, because
Yeah, I hope.
unless Nazam is late at night, perhaps Nazam.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I think rough years are ahead for us. There can
But
be
if you
rough.
email him, Muji, if you
Sorry?
email him, then if you email him, he might respond and say he wants to chat with you.
Yeah, okay. I will
Yeah.
try. Yes.
Tell him.
Where is his email? Where is
You
his
are
email?
a Christian Muslim. Tell him that.
Yes, okay, yeah. I will do that.
He's gonna be like, we have to talk to this guy. We have to talk to this guy.
Where is his email?
Okay, should I get you his email?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I interrupted you. You can answer the question. Sorry.
Let me see. No, it is not. She says that we have rough years ahead. Can be, yeah, but Miss K, it can be like this, you know. But I believe that it is going towards. Let me see. Towards better world, better times. So it's not
Well,
going to be.
I study, I research environmental stuff, climate change, and the environmental stuff, and the environment is not getting any better. Humans, there's more humans, but the environment is reducing. So without the environment, there'll be no humans. So we have to take care of the environment. But to take care of the environment, we'll have to reduce the human impact, which will mean reducing the human economy, population, and all that. If we don't do anything about it, nature will force us to do it by, collapse. You're muted, Muji.
Yes, I saw. Yes, Sean. Even that one, the solution is inequality, because as long as this capitalist system exists, there are these capitalists who want to become richer and richer. So they
But you understand that communism can also destroy the environment.
I didn't say about
communist Chinese and the communists
Sean
can also destroy the environment.
Yeah, Sean, first of all, Chinese is not communism. China is a pure capitalism, first of all. And secondly, I didn't talk about
the Russians. The Russians, they were big polluters.
No, the Russians were not either communists. They were a bunch of dictators, because the base rules of communism is that power is to the people. So that was trash. So please don't bring something that is, like that. So, but
why do communists? They always say we can do it better, but every example I've seen of communism has always failed. Well, it's probably because the Western world has stopped it from succeeding. But I think
don't know, maybe
even if there was a pure communist island and no outside influence, I don't think it would do as well as they think it will.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
Yes, Sean. If they continue with the same ideology that they did it in Russia or Soviet Union, yes, they will fail. Okay, you have to give people the right to decide. You don't have to force them, and so on. Anyway, so this is a fact, a scientific fact, that the source is the one that want to become richer and richer. They don't want to pay, spend like. Donald Trump is more pure capitalist than the Democrats. That's why when he came, he left that agreement, and he doesn't care about pollution and so on. So those who are pure, like Europe, care more about this environment. So as long as you think about your income, your capital, yes, it's going to happen, and then it's going to be, the world will be destroyed. They want to cut the trees, and because they make more money by building houses in the forest.
And you understand that if you follow all the moral teachings in Islam, that will cause environmental destruction too, because it tells you to have so many kids. It tells you to.
No, please. I don't know from where you get it, Sean. Please. Tell me.
But why do Muslim people have so many kids?
No, listen to me. Indians have also had a lot of kids. Chinese had a lot of kids. It is not about Islam. In China, the more kids you had, the richer you were. Okay, there is nothing in the Quran or in Islam that says that you have to have a lot of kids, and there is nothing that says you don't have to have kids. Okay. I haven't seen a single verse in the Quran that say you have to have a lot of kids. So people.
Well, hadith. You follow the hadiths that say you should have loads of kids.
No, I don't know if there is such a hadith. Okay, people, Sean, you have to understand. People in the past, they didn't have this condom, or what do you call it? Another name.
Contraception.
Contraception. Yeah, exactly. Contraceptives. So they were just. My parents had 7 children. Because they didn't have contraceptives. Okay, but my whole family, my brother, sister, 1 or 2 maximum. Okay, So it is not about religion. It was about education. It was about contraceptive and so on. And for example, in India, those who are more educated today, they also have 1 or 2 kids. All right. It's not even like China that you have to force them. More in villages, people have more children because they need them. So
okay, the reason why I care about overpopulation in the environment is that if you don't control the human population,
I know that's good.
The nature will not be able to provide enough resources for humans.
I know, so, Sean. I made a documentary movie in 2001. I was in India to make a documentary movie about Indian population, and I want to check if it is my channel, or else I can upload it. It's a very beautiful one. You can watch it, okay? And it was that why and I was talking to some Indian guy. I said that that time was I think 1.1 or 2 billion, and it was in the news was very soon they are going to overtake China. And I was telling them how you are going to keep all these people in this country, and the guy was, yes, it is, you are right, you know. So Christian Muslim actually exist. Yeah, we read that one. Salaam alaikum, brother Syed.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you doing, brother?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
Martin, I'm doing great, brother. How about Martin Sin? Are you guys good?
Good. And you, Syed?
Yes, I am good, sir.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but okay, I have to answer this. Yeah, China has around 1 birth rate, yes, but that's by force. China forced people to have 1 child, okay? But anyway, so before was not like this. Before was the more children you have, the richer you are. So Sean, Islam doesn't say such a things that you say, okay? About what else was except these multiple many children.
Hadiths. Well, anyway, I'm just saying that there, hypothetically, if everybody was Muslim and followed the good hadiths and the Quran and all that, maybe they probably will follow the bad ones because, you know, complicated. You would still have environmental problems, obviously, because people would not care much about science as much. They'll think that a lot of the sciences are demonic or something like that.
Oh, no, but
they think that what's going to happen.
Sean, talk about the Islam that me and people like me, my organization, we follow, okay? We don't think that science is demonic or anything like that. You talk about a bunch of stupid guys.
Wait, scientists debunk your ideas in the Quran, like the evolution.
Listen. Okay, wait.
There's a lot of scientific mistakes in the Quran.
No, wait, Sean, please. First of all, we are not Taliban, okay? You don't talk to us as Taliban and those cave people, okay? So another thing is that we believe in evolution. Science is not going to debunk us. I believe in evolution. It is in the Quran. Allah says, we created you in stage. There is nothing in the Quran that Allah says, Adam and Eve were the first person on this planet. We don't believe in that. They came on the planet, okay, while people were living on this planet. They were chosen, and they were not coming from this space. They were on this planet, Sean. They were chosen by God and put in a garden in Middle East, the Garden of Eden, something like that called, yeah. So we don't believe that they came from this space and then we are aliens here on this planet. No, we are from the evolution on this planet, okay, from other animals. And the Quran says, we created all creatures from water, some of them walking on their stomach, some of them walking on 4 legs, and some on 2 legs. Who are they? They are humans, okay? So we are also created from water, according to the Quran. All right. So that Adam and Eve was just a story, okay, to create the story of.
Do you have a flood narrative as well in the Quran? Do you copy stories from the Bible in the Quran?
Some of them, yes, Quran mentioned them. Some of them about the prophets, not about, for example, Adam and Eve and such things. No, it is directly from the Quran itself. But about other prophets, that this prophet did this, that prophet did that. So Quran mentioned them and says to Prophet Muhammad, if you doubt about their stories, then you can ask the people of the book. Okay, they also have it in their books. Yes, Sean. Anyway, so Sean.
But do you understand? Do you understand from an atheist point of view? It's all made up. Humans made up these stories because they feared the unknown. They feared not knowing. So
But
when religion was invented,
wait, they love one another. They made it up. Love one another. Love your neighbors
yes,
as you love
morals are
yourself. They made
subjective.
it up.
You could probably still have a civilization out there that said kill all that. That civilization mightn't survive as much as the one who said love. So that's why I think evolution, nature, has maybe a bias towards, but I'm not expert on this stuff. There's some people that say that morals are subjective, so that means that anything goes and whatever survives. And this is what nature is. Nature is survival of the fittest, which is not always nice. I think nature is not communist. Nature is socialist. It's in the middle.
No.
So
nature is capitalist. Yes, because the strongest one get the most, the weakest one get little or nothing. That's capitalism, and that's the nature. A lion.
Yes, but if you go against nature, and you do if you don't follow the laws of nature, and you make up something totally different, the laws of nature will go against you. So if you don't follow the laws of physics, biology, chemistry, there's regulations in nature. So if you go too social, too communist, you can have side effects. If you go too communist, capitalist, you could have side effects too. So there's a balance in the force. You need to balance the force.
No,
Sean,
according to Sean.
who puts moral values and duties on us? Like who puts obligations on us, moral obligations? If there is no God, there is no one.
According to you guys, you think might is right. You think might is right, isn't it?
No, I think a creator of a universe makes the rules. You're like
which is might is right.
No, it just usually works like that. It's like your parents create the rules in your house. Are you gonna say,
my
might is right?
Is the law of nature. My might is the laws of nature and the physics, science stuff. Your might is a man that you invented thousands of years ago that has weird laws and weird scientific beliefs, wrong scientific beliefs.
Like what? Like science comes from a religion, like from Christianity.
And then I said, Martin, I told him about my belief, about what he brought up, like evolution. And I told him, I don't know, you didn't have anything, to come up, Sean. Anything else that science goes against my belief? Tell me, Sean.
Well, I don't know I think I know more about the Bible, so I don't know much about the Quran, but there's probably hadiths that are scientifically incorrect.
Yeah, hadith
and moral teachings in the Quran that are incorrect.
Moral teachings,
scientific, biological. There's biological incorrectness in the Quran, like sperm stuff.
No. That's Sean. I can bring you scientists, non-Muslim scientists, who tell you that it is absolutely correct. Okay, so please, according you is wrong, but according scientists, non-Muslim Christian scientists, who said it is, and even they asked people, why don't become Muslim, despite it was scientifically correct. He said that he gave a good answer. Okay, and it was a nice answer. Anyway, so please don't bring.
But yes, Sean, you're just plain wrong. Like, I think there's so much evidence that there's a creator. I think theistic evolution has much more probability than atheistic evolution, because of the code, the nanomolecular machines, the design strategies in the DNA code that scientists find. They even find code at the base of the universe. All of that stuff points to intelligence. There's even a lot of chicken egg problems that intelligence can easily overcome, but non-intelligence can't overcome it. You know, it's like a computer. You need the CPU, you need the RAM, you need everything at the same time. A lot of the times you need multiple things at the same time for something to work. Even with a motor, you need multiple things to at the same time there. The same with DNA. You need machines that can cut the DNA and connect it again, because the DNA becomes like tangled. And there's literal machines that untangle the DNA again, because when it's copied, it gets tangled. So there's literally machines that untangle the DNA, and that's a lot of what do you call it, intelligence.
Yeah, but don't you
that.
think that evolution has done that over billions of years? Like,
No,
nature has figured it out randomly from trial and error for billions of years. How old is the universe according to science?
You don't understand. It doesn't matter how much time you throw at it. Like, even the scientists that look at the words, there's like, to speak a human language, you need to know like 8,000 words. To speak the language of life at the bottom, it's like 30,000 words or something like that. And each word is like 300 letters long. So the number of combinations for that is crazy. And just like any word, normally there's a lot of combinations that means gibberish. The same with this stuff. There's thousands of combinations, more than the atoms of the universe. So there's not going to be enough time to search for these random things.
Yeah, but you know mathematics, probability theory and all that stuff. Mathematics stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. So I can send you stuff.
Randomly.
It can't. There's like something that becomes so improbable that it can't happen. There's just not this. It's like someone picking randomly the lottery 100 times in a row. You know, that's never going to happen.
In the molecular level, mutations. There's trillions and billions of zillions and Googles of mutations that happen.
Matter.
Because it's tiny shit.
It doesn't matter.
So it
doesn't matter. It's not enough. It's not enough. There's more combinations for those letters than atoms in the universe. I don't understand. I don't think you understand how many atoms there are in the universe. For each extra letter, it's multiplied by 10, and it's like it's quadratic, the amount, almost like that combinations, and it's an average word of 300 letters. Go and check how many combinations there is for 300 letters. You know, you have a code. Say you have a password, 4 digits or something. That's already 1,000 combinations or more, 10,000 or more. Like, it's 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. So now you add another one. Now it's 100,000. Now, if you add 300, the number combinations is like insane. It's like you can't get to those numbers. It's like,
yeah, but in the molecular world, you understand that there's loads of that stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that from the Big Bang.
When does it become insane? When does it become insane, though? When does it become insane? It seems like you just think you've thrown time at it and it can solve any problem. It can make a language.
It's more probable that it's an alien that done it, a physical aliens that done it, than imaginary God that's in a pair.
Yeah, it just points to intelligence.
Where does God? I mean, so God invented the laws of nature, and then he doesn't play with the laws of nature. He goes outside the laws of nature. So who created God? Did he create himself?
Wait, I can explain.
But it's like asking.
Wait.
Is the elephant pink? Is the elephant pink? Elephant is not pink.
No, wait.
God isn't created. He didn't start. If he started to begin, Mujib, then...
Wait, I explain for this.
Then he would need a creator.
Yes, I explain that. Sean, imagine that God is the universe that we are living in, okay? It has always been there and will be there, okay? You cannot say who created it, All right, it has always been there, Sean. And this is a fact. This is a fact, scientific fact, that the universe has always been there and will always be there. Either it will repeat itself again and again, or it will be the big chill, it will be the big rip. But this universe,
Yeah, but why? How do you know? How do you know scientifically?
Sean, the empty space, this empty space that all universes exist in, is called universe, okay? And it has always existed, will always exist. You cannot say who created it. It has been there. This is God. I believe that that's God, okay? And then you cannot say who created it. What is this question? I think that if God wants you to do good deeds,
Yeah, but prove
and
to me
avoid
that it's
bad
not the flying spaghetti monster. Prove to me scientifically it's not the flying spaghetti monster.
What's
Without
They
your
would-
miracles.
Muji,
Because
they would
miracles can be
this guy
debunked
out.
using science.
This
wait.
guy would be laughed out of any theological place where, say, we have lots of theories. He brought up the alien theory. Okay, so the alien could have done it, or other theories.
Mhm.
Other gods could have done it. We look at who has the most evidence for each creator, and he brings this flying spaghetti monster. There's no evidence for this thing. There's massive amounts of. There's no one has a PhD in a flying spaghetti monster. People will laugh you out the room. No one takes it seriously, so I don't know why you bring it up.
I mean, after all, Sean, after all, why trying, my brother, my dear brother, why trying all the, different things to run away saying, yes, I love these commands. Yes, I will follow these beautiful commands. Why running away all
Yeah,
these?
but I can
Okay,
follow your commands, but I don't have to
yeah.
believe in God.
So it doesn't
I
matter.
don't have to believe in God.
I didn't say believe in God. I said follow these commands, okay? You will be good. That's all. As a human being, you will feel good as well that, oh yeah, I'm going to forgive people. Oh, I'm going to help people. Oh, I'm going to love people. You will be feeling better as well, as I do, as I feel better also that I'm fighting for people, for humanity, for Iranian people, for example. I want them also to be free. I don't want to just think about myself. Now, about what you said, I want to play this guy so that you don't think that it is incorrect. This guy is a Christian and he's a scientist. Okay, wait, let me play it, please.
What is recorded in the Quran is accurate according to our present knowledge. And as I say, I'm sincere in what I say, is that we just didn't have this knowledge. And some of this knowledge about the genes and the chromosomes has only come to us in the last 10 and 15 years. When I was a student 25 or 30 years ago, we didn't have a lot of the knowledge we have now. The facts about human development that could not have been known by Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the 7th century, because most of them were not discovered until the 20th century. Muslims and others are justified in concluding that these facts could only have been revealed to Muhammad, peace be upon him, by God, who knows all about us, not only about how we develop, but how we live and function.
So, Sean, and he has other
Yeah, but
videos.
what are
as
the
well.
facts? Give me the details. The devil's in the details.
Okay, I will find the details as well. Okay, that he says. I know that he has more videos about that. For example, Quran says after this and after that, it become like a leech. Okay, it used the word leech, and he say, I asked my team to go and check if it really become like a leech, and he said that surprisingly, yes, it was like a leech after few weeks. Okay, so I will find it. All right. You guys can continue, Martin.
Okay, so Sean, there's lots of evidence for creator. Like scientists are even looking into space for anything that resembles a code, because then they know it can come from intelligence. It could point towards intelligence, especially if they find the highest form of code, which gives commands and instructions to something. If they find nanomachines that it gives commands to, then it is even more intelligence required. And if they find multiple nanomachines working together in a production line, like in a factory, then it points to even more intelligence. just because you don't see a person standing behind a computer making ChatGPT, it can design all kinds of stuff for us. ChatGPT can design all kinds of stuff for us. That requires more intelligence to make, not less. Evolution points to more intelligence, not less. You understand? There's so many machines
So
to
you're-
just for evolution
so
to
what is-
function.
So your theory is metaphysics. It's there's a God that created the Big
There's a
Bang
creator.
before,
There's a
and
creator.
he has all these
That's what it
weird
points
views.
towards.
He's got all these weird moral views, and he's not very liberal. He's quite conservative, socially wise. He cares about abortion. He cares about all this weird stuff that all the other planets. I don't know what he's doing to all the other planets.
Sean, just
And
listen.
then he creates
I'm just
atheists like
Sean,
me
Sean,
that are going to hell.
you're running off
Okay.
to red earrings.
He's got some weird games
Sean,
going on. This God.
Sean, wait. I'm just pointing towards for you towards that there is an intelligent creator. You can come up with the other theory that you think is at the moment like aliens, perhaps, or some other theory, and then we can discuss it. But don't say there's no evidence that there is an intelligent creator. Or
No, I'm just trying to say what you believe. Is that what you believe? You think that there's a guy there, like a supernatural?
I think there's a creator, definitely.
Ghost?
we can discuss what I think is the most likely, but what do you think? If there's a creator, who do you think has the most amount of evidence for it? Which creator has the most
Well,
amount of evidence?
According to
backing
my
it up?
researching, according to my internet, I'm not a scientist. I studied horticulture, biology. I'm educated in Ireland. It's probably the best. We're the most educated people in the world, the Irish. So
Okay.
The evidence, the scientific evidence that disproves these beliefs, these miracles,
How does
God. Well, I'm agnostic on God's existence, but all the other things that he does after that, like the morals,
I think
the miracles, can all be
you have to
debunked
understand.
using the scientific method.
No, it can't. The science is knowledge, in my opinion. It comes from religion. It comes from Christianity because they think a creator gave us a rational mind to discover his creation and figure out we're walking in his footsteps. We're also creating codes like he created codes. We're also making machines like he created machines. So we're walking in his footsteps. If you think you came from a monkey and you're just a monkey brain, then how are you going to trust your brain? That's why scientists were mostly Christian and mostly theists. Like all the greatest Nobel Prize winners, almost
Well, you
all of
think
them.
that-
Martin,
So you
Martin,
think
I have
we're
to- wait, guys, I have to stop you here because
Yeah,
somebody's
yes.
here, somebody's here saying to our class, "Merry Christmas." Where is he?
Yes.
Merry Christmas. What is his name? Aladdin, Merry Christmas. God bless you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come.
Merry Christmas.
Aladdin, I'm glad to see you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Huh?
Maybe
One
you
of the
ran
most
away.
nicest persons I know, you know?
Merry Christmas.
Aladdin, you are very ignorant, okay? Because my parents-in-law, my core workers, everybody are Christian. Not even some of them not Christian, but they are born, in this culture, and if they are even atheists and say Merry Christmas to each other without any meaning, without believing in it. So you are living in a cave. Okay, that's yeah, really, that's your problem. But I'm not living in a cave, okay? And you are so ignorant because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran allows us to marry people of the book. Okay, so if I'm allowed to marry people of the book, so I'm not allowed to tell their family.
Yeah, but women can't. Women can't marry outside Islam.
No, listen, there is nothing
Sorry.
that says you can't. No,
Yeah.
Sean, there is nothing that it says you can't. But even if they don't, it's because men were dominating those times. But today, I don't see any problem in that they marry outside, okay? Because they can decide. Today, they are independent and they can decide for themselves, okay? So
I
another.
agree.
Yes,
I
another
agree.
thing, yes. Another thing is that when I'm marrying to a Christian wife and her parents are Christian, they believe in this this tradition. So I have the right to tell them Merry Christmas. Okay, so Merry
Christmas, Ali.
Merry Christmas, Ali.
Salam Mashi.
Salam Namashi.
Why you are so angry? I have no problem.
Hey, Mr.
But
Tree,
I'm saying
Mr.
what
Tree.
my
I'm
brother
saying.
in Christ.
Yeah,
Can
Merry
I-
Christmas. Wait. Merry Christmas, Mr. Tree.
Can I
Merry
speak?
Christmas.
Can I speak,
Merry
please?
Christmas.
Yeah, let's-
Sorry for my
Jesus.
anger,
Merry
my passion.
Christmas.
I got a bit of Spanish inside me, so
Can I
Okay.
speak? Or you
Yes,
wanna
yes.
shout all?
Yes. No,
Okay.
we are not shouting. We are just
Martin, I was watching actually. I'm sure that you know Minister Matt Robinson from 1930 up to he passed away in 2023, and he's one of the founder of the 100 Clubs, very famous show. You can watch the last video I upload actually on my channel. He said himself, Christmas tree and everything comes from the pagan celebration. They call it a Saturnalia. And during this, it's not me, it's the minister. I can watch it. I can even
I
give you the
don't
link.
care. I say I don't care. You are listen. You are so ignorant. I say, listen,
Can I
Aladdin.
finish, please?
No, because you are bringing some
Yeah.
trash. You are
Can
bringing some
I speak,
trash.
please? Just relax. Why you
Okay,
so
so
angry?
what you want to
Just
say?
relax,
Okay,
relax,
let's
please.
say Jesus said himself. Okay.
Let me finish, please.
Pop said. Okay,
Stop
so what?
crying. Just relax. Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Relax. Enjoy
Now
your
tell me.
Christmas
Now-
drink. Enjoy it. Enjoy
now-
your wine. Enjoy your
I'm-
whiskey and beer. Enjoy it. It's
I'm
not
not. I'm not drinking whiskey like yours. The ISIS.
relax.
That guy. What was his name?
John.
ISIS Al Hakim. He was saying that I
Can I
drink.
finish, please?
I drink beer.
Can I finish? Just relax.
Yes. So don't
So,
lie.
Martin,
Don't lie
Martin,
about me.
Just relax.
I said don't lie about me. I'm not drinking whiskey. Okay.
You drink beer. Okay, just relax.
Mhm.
Can I please
Sure.
speak, Martin? So, Martin, I'm not trying to insult you or your Christmas. Enjoy it.
Yeah,
My family
Yeah,
know-
I'm just.
No,
I'm
no,
not
let me-
crazy about Christian
My family-
of Christmas. I'm
my
just
family
enjoying
are
it.
Christian.
Huh?
They celebrate. My family are Christian. Some of them are born again. Some of them Catholic. See, some of them are Muslims. Alhamdulillah, accepted Islam. So they celebrate Christmas. But I'm telling you, what
Yeah.
Christian theologian says, not me. So what
Yeah.
do you think about Minister?
And I'm telling you that Hadith says that the Kaaba there was pagans around that. The Black Stone, there was pagans doing that stuff. And I think that's far more idolatry than just.
Yeah, I say that stone. Yeah, I say as
Yeah.
a Muslim, that stone is itself
Idolatry.
okay. The idolatry that they go and kiss it and they jump over each other. You know,
Yeah.
there is not such a
Massive
thing in the
paganism.
Quran.
That's massive. Yeah.
Yes. So you do that, you kiss that stupid stone, and then you say to them, despite they don't believe, some of them don't believe. So some of
I'm not
I said-
telling him. I'm asking Martin, what do you think of what they said? I'm not here to accuse you. I'm asking you,
I'm not
Martin.
sure.
how you
I haven't done
are-
enough research about it.
If you want
Please.
me to answer you regarding the Blackstone, I will answer you. have no problem.
yeah, okay.
But I'm really here. I'm asking you with respect. There are so many, not me. And I'm sure that you know. Do you know him or not? Do you know?
Yeah, I know a little bit of him, but you can't just go by one guy. You have to go and do your
No,
research.
he's one
He
of
could
many.
talk
He's one of
rubbish.
many,
Yeah?
but he's the most
Yeah,
famous among them.
I saw
But-
people that say the opposite, so I don't know.
No,
But
he's
after-
the most famous among them. So I'm just asking you, when he said this, that it's coming from, he said Romans before they accept Christianity, and he mentioned them, and he mentioned them the celebration. They used to have as December 25 as their celebration, and he called these days, honestly, the video is there, as lawless day where there is no law. In this Saturnalia day, they used to go outside naked. I'm sorry to say that, have sex, drinking, everything in public, in open, because there is no law in this day. Everything is allowed. So when Romans accepted Christianity, they wanted to keep this celebration, which is December 25. So they name it as a Christmas and make it as Catholic, as the day birth of Jesus Christ.
I don't
So
care.
what do you think
Yeah,
of that? And
You
what do
have to
think-
understand that pagans don't own the day. We can make it something that's good. Pagans use everything for evil. Okay, that doesn't make everything they use for evil something that we can't use. Okay, their day belongs to. We can use
Wait,
turn it
you
into
think
something
that
good,
the-
not to
Do you
run
think
around.
the pagan
fucking-
religion?
You know,
I'm not
Do you think
against
the
you
pagan
celebrating.
religion-
This is your Christmas.
Excuse
Enjoy
me.
it. I'm not against you
Yeah, but
celebrating.
the
I'm telling you
pagan
what you
religions
think.
back then were not all killing each other. They were doing good things too. They probably had good moral stories too. Dionysus, all those guys probably had
Yeah, but
good
it's
moral
idolatry.
stories too.
No, Sean,
Paganism is idolatry.
Well, whatever,
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
sure.
The Catholics have idolatry. They seem to be morally. I think
No.
they think they are morally superior, and they believe in whatever.
Yeah, that's that they had something good or that's something else. But anyway, it is their belief. Like in Persia, people have some pagan belief as well, like jumping from over the water. Over the fire in their our New Year, and some extremists were saying, "Oh, this is pagan," and so on. So what? People have done it in 1400 years. Iranian people have done it. They have jumped over this fire, just and not as a belief, as a tradition. So enjoy your tradition. And as I said, so many people in the West, they are atheists, but they do this. They celebrate it because it is a nice thing for them. And I congratulate them, despite I know this person doesn't believe in paganism or Jesus or whatever. It is just something nice, a greeting. So Merry Christmas, I tell them. Happy New Year. So somebody might come and say, Happy New Year is also pagan because it was Jesus' birthday.
So you are telling me it's a tradition, it's not a religion.
No, yeah, exactly like listen. No, I say, wait. For some of them is a tradition, not for all of them. For some of them is a belief, and I respect that. Okay, like
For whom, Muji? Who's the belief? Like, what do you
Sorry?
mean with the belief? What do you mean with the belief? For some of them, is a belief.
Yes. So
Like what?
for
What do you
you,
mean?
yeah, for you perhaps is a belief that it was Jesus' birthday and so on.
No,
This-
but it's not Jesus' birthday. We just celebrate it.
I know,
But it's
anyway.
not Jesus' birthday. You know?
Okay.
This is what I'm trying to say, Martin.
You
That's
understand?
the point I'm trying to make. So
But-
that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not his birthday. I know that you honor
I know.
Christ and you celebrate this as an honor for your Lord and your Savior, Jesus Christ. You make it some other in the Middle East or Eastern Christian. They celebrate it, I think, in January 2 or January 4. Different.
Yeah, we
day.
don't know. We don't know the day, so we can choose any day because we don't know the day. So
That's the point. So I'm telling you. So what I'm asking you, do you agree with those who says that it's originally a paganism? Or I mean,
I haven't done enough research about it, but there's Christians that say the opposite, that it's never to do with any paganism. But just because pagans did something somewhere else on a day doesn't mean we can't celebrate Jesus' birth on any day.
do you know 100 clubs? Do you know 100
That's-
clubs? Christian.
Yeah,
show?
I know, but I don't watch them a lot.
You know how popular is 100 Club is?
I don't know.
Another thing is that
I
You
haven't
know,
done a research about. No.
Pat Robinson is the founder, or if not one of the most important founder of this 100 Club show, and he was the host of this show actually.
Okay, do you know how important is the Blackstone? Do you know how important is the Blackstone?
Excuse me, will he
Do you know
allow
how
me to answer
important is
you?
the Blackstone?
Will he allow me to answer you about the Blackstone? I'll answer you. And no, Martin,
Okay.
I will answer you.
Go for it. Go
No,
for
no,
it.
I will show you from the Coptic Orthodox link saying that we kiss the status and we kiss the cross and we honor them and
Yeah,
we,
but it's still idolatry.
I'm trying to answer you the same way. I can
That's
show
a
you
U2 argument, Muji.
the Catholic Church.
That's a
saying-
U2 argument. It's like smoking is bad for you, but you smoke as well. You know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Oh, you see, we are talking about the
So-
Blackstone. I can talk about you.
yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to ask you about this, Martin, and I'm not here to argue. I just wanted to know your opinion about it. So you
By the
said
way,
you have knowledge about it. So please try to make search for it. And if you have an answer and you see me in the future, because I really made so many. For example, do you know Iglesia Ni Cristo? You told me last time you know them. They are one of the biggest in Southeast Asia. Iglesia Ni Cristo don't accept Christmas. They are the biggest denominations in the Philippines. They are next to the Catholic, and they don't celebrate Christmas here. They refuse to.
yeah, no.
They don't have any Christmas, by the way,
Yeah,
because
alright.
they believe that it's pagan.
No problem. Yeah, that's
but they,
fine.
I think they are deceived, just like you are deceived in that regard.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
But I could
no,
go
listen
as
to
well.
me, Martin. Is there right to celebrate or don't celebrate? Okay. Another thing is that
Yeah.
going between Safa and Marwa was also, the pagan ritual, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I don't blame you if you do it because it doesn't harm you, okay? When
Yeah, it was a
doesn't
pagan
harm you-
ritual.
Yes. When that,
Moji.
wait.
No, I will
Ben,
ask you now here about
Wait,
Islam. No, you
wait.
said it's pagan. Who was the first one who ran between Safa and Marwa?
Listen to me. Why there is no blame on them if they do
No.
it?
I'm asking you, who was the first person who ran between Safa and Marwa?
This is if you want to take that is Prophet Abraham's wife. What was his name? Her name? Forgot her name.
No, I want you to know. I want you know. Tell me.
Yes. Yeah. I forgot her name. Let me see. Anyway, so
No.
they
What's her
say-
name, please? I want to make sure. What's her name? Just tell me.
I don't have. I forgot. What was it? I forgot. Yeah, Hajar.
Okay, Hajar. Okay.
We call it Hajar.
So
Okay,
Hajar
anyway.
was the first. So Hajar was the first.
Okay.
So why you said pagans? So it's
No,
Hajar.
listen to me. Wait.
Not-
According to your source, but if it was Hajar, then why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says there is no blame on you if you do that? Because it wasn't Hajar, it was the Arab pagans, they were doing it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says there is no blame on you.
I'll ask
You
you
can do
another
it.
question, Moji.
Okay.
Who was the first person who went to Mecca and ordered
Sorry?
by Allah to go according to the Quran?
No, wait, once again, I didn't hear. Wait,
Once again, who was the first person who went to Mecca by order of Allah, who brought his family there, then he left them and went back to Egypt, according to the Quran? The first person ever went to Mecca.
I don't remember.
You can
I think it's
remember?
Prophet Abraham.
Very good. So what did the Prophet Abraham do?
He built the Kaaba.
No, before that, what did he do according to the Quran?
I haven't memorized them.
Okay, Allah
So
subhanahu wa
what it
ta'ala-
has to do? What it has to do? With
I'm
the,
telling you, let me.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
okay, so what? Tell me what it has to
Listen
do.
to me as I listen to you.
Yes.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered Abraham, and you should agree on that because this is Quran.
Yes,
To
but
bring
I
his
agree.
wife-
Yes.
okay, to bring his wife Hagar and Ishmael to this
Okay.
area, which is Mecca.
Okay.
Then Allah ordered him to leave them there. So they were the first ever to put food in this land.
Mhm.
Hagar, Ishmael, and Abraham. Then he left them alone. Now you are talking about pagans. Whoever pagans you are talking about, they came after Hagar.
Okay.
So the first person who ran between Safa and Marwa looking for water was
Okay.
Hagar alayhi salam.
Yeah.
So don't
I
say
know.
it's pagan. So we
No.
do this according to what Hajar did, not pagans. And you didn't know that, and even you didn't know
I
the
know.
name.
No, listen to me. I have heard that from childhood. I forgot her name, Hajar. Okay. Now I remember because I don't repeat her name every day. But anyway, this was this one I have heard as a child. In my family, they were saying, my mom was telling me that Hajar did this, and then she threw stone to the shaitan. Shaitan doesn't want it. That's why she goes front, back, and then the water comes out. Anyway, what I'm saying is that when the Quran says, that's a story, okay, outside the Quran. When the Quran says, I do not blame you, it means that it wasn't something that they're supposed to do it. But if they doing it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't blame them. But anyway, as long as I believe in this, that as long as it doesn't harm you, okay, and doesn't harm other people, then why I say kissing that stone is paganism, because people jump over each other, they harm each other to kiss that stone. If it wasn't like that, I would say, okay, no problem, you can kiss the stone, all right? But they harm each other, they just push each other. I don't know what else they do under that pressure, with women and so on. But that's why I do not like that stone there and people going kissing it. Just pass by, do not kiss it, just go around it, no problem.
Yeah, what would happen if you destroy that stone, Muji? How many people would kill you for destroying that stone?
Yeah, I know.
By the way, Martin, this stone was stolen several times from Mecca. You don't know about the history of Islam, so please educate yourself, and it was not there for some time. So please educate yourself about the Islamic history and what happened to this black stone.
Have you
before
kissed this
you-
black stone?
No, I've been to Mecca 2
I'm
times. but
glad
I
you
never
don't
had-
do that paganism.
because,
Okay,
because,
very
it's not, because it's not obligatory, by the way. Now I
That's
want to go
good.
back
I'm
to
so glad.
Moji. Now I will ask you a question. So we as Muslim, where did we learn Hajj from? How to perform Hajj?
Where did we learn it, you mean, or what?
Yeah, how do we do Hajj? How
We
do we
do-
make
we go-
our Hajj perform?
Yeah, we go
All
7 times.
complete Hajj. Where did you
Yeah.
learn it?
So what do we learn it?
Where did we learn how to perform Hajj from?
Prophet
Step 1,
Muhammad.
step 2, step 3, until you cut your hair. Where did we learn that from?
Yeah, some of them are in the Quran, but some of them are taught by Prophet Muhammad. So
So what is it from? What is from the Quran and what is from Prophet Muhammad?
I think cutting the hair is from the Quran, as I remember, and then doing tawaf, okay, but not 7 times is not in the Quran, but doing tawaf is in the Quran, and then let me see, going to Marwa and Safa is also in the Quran, but stoning the shaitan is not in the Quran, and this is what Prophet Muhammad taught us, and I think the Arafat is either in the Quran. It is also, there are some of them, I don't remember all of them, that are in the Quran or not. So what is your point? Tell me.
My point to say that Safa and Marwa is from pagan. Was it mentioned in the Quran or not?
I said Quran is mentioned in the Quran, but it says if you do it, Allah will not blame you. Why? Because it is not Allah's commands. So if they
Are
do
you sure,
it,
are you sure it's not Allah's command in the Quran?
yes, then why he blamed them? If it is
No,
his
no. I'm asking. You see, I'm trying to communicate with you now.
yeah.
So please give me a chance. Listen
so-
to me as I listen to you. Now
Yeah,
you said it is not obligatory. So can you show me where does it say in the Quran that as-Safa wal Marwa it's not part of our Hajj?
I said the verse, when you read it, you understand that it is something that people were doing it, and there is no blame on them if they do it, okay? But it is not, if it was from the first time, came from the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he would say, do this, yeah? Go between Safa and Marwa, that's all. He wouldn't say, I do not blame you if you follow my order. Come, it doesn't make sense, Aladdin. I do not blame you if you follow my order. Of course, he would blame you if you don't follow his order. Okay, he should blame you if you don't follow his order, but he doesn't blame you because it is not his order, but you want to do it, no problem. Okay, anyway, by the way, I have to say, Martin, 24th we will have a Christmas special, okay, for you joining.
Now, can you show me what you said a while ago? What did you say about the Quran? Allah will blame you. Allah will not blame you if you will do it. What's that? Can
Yes.
you repeat that again? What did
Allah
you say?
Allah will not blame you if you go between Safa and Marwa.
What do you mean Allah will not blame you? What do you mean by that?
I explained, yeah. It
No,
is
no,
the
no,
word.
I blame. I can't
do-
understand.
Do you have the
No, no.
verse? Do you have the verse in front of you, or else I shall find it and then read it for you? Shall I
No,
find it?
no. I don't want you to quote me the verse. I want you to tell me what do you say by Allah blame them. Blame them for what?
I didn't say Allah blamed him. I said Allah say, I do not blame you if you do Safa and Marwa.
Okay. You know what is the meaning of sha'air?
Yeah, I know, Sha'air.
What is sha'air?
That's also praying, fasting, doing Hajj. These are Sha'air.
Okay. So sha'air is fard or sunnah? Sha'air, like praying, you say praying, fasting, you say that's sha'air. So is it fard or not?
Fard means you want to tell me it means
Obligatory.
obligatory.
Yes.
Yes, some of them are obligatory. Yes.
No. Now you said that there is nothing called some. Now you said fasting. I asked you what is sha'air. You told me sha'air it's very important for us, like fasting, like praying. So those things that you have to do as a Muslim. Am I correct?
Yeah, but for example, Hajj is also Sha'air. Yeah, Sha'air. Wait,
Man
is it?
istata'a alayhi sabila. No. Sha'air, Allah continue if you can do it. So he
Yes,
continue.
exactly. So
Okay.
if you
Now
can do that, yeah.
Salah.
Yeah.
You have to do it as sha'air or you can leave it.
No, you have to do it. But if again Again,
So-
if you really cannot,
I
no.
want to know the meaning of the word sha'air. You
Yes,
said
but-
sha'air, something you have to
But,
do.
but if you cannot, okay, again, if you cannot, all right, but if you can, yes, you have to do it, okay? If you can. Hajj, if you can, you have to do it. Praying, fasting, if you can, you have to do it, okay? Yes, every year the same dumb debate about December 21. Yes, I know that. And unfortunately, these people think that that's the biggest problem on this planet. Okay, if they don't celebrate Christmas, then the all problems in the world is solved.
I don't know who's the what's his name? The glass. So you call me dumb for asking this question. Yeah,
No,
call me dumb.
no,
Yeah,
no,
thank you very much.
dumb
Listen,
question.
thank you
Yes.
very much. No, it's okay.
Yeah.
No problem. That's his opinion. Now you are calling me dumb.
Look,
very much.
you're scholar, Mr.
Thank you very much. Thank you for no. Let me can I answer him. What's his name? The hourglass. Thank you very much for insulting me and calling me dumb. I appreciate that. Thank you. You just called me dumb. Thank you very much. I appreciate
And then
that.
you're
Aladdin,
scholar.
You know
I
what is
sent,
the point, Moji?
Aladdin, I sent you a message there. You wanted to.
Moji,
I
you know
sent
what is
you-
the point?
I
Asking
sent
me?
you a message, Aladdin.
I
Do you see
haven't
the
seen
link?
it.
Do you see the link
No.
there? You can
Moji,
check
let me
that
finish
link.
with Moji.
It explains it to you.
Moji. Allah said in the Holy Quran in chapter 2 verse 158 إن الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله. شعائر, as you told me, that's obligatory. So Allah said that الصفا والمروة is obligatory and it's important part of our Hajj and Umrah.
Yes, I know.
You
But
understand what I'm saying?
but-
So yes, so don't come and tell me that Safa and Marwa was made and created by pagans, where Allah make it one of our sha'air as Muslim in Hajj. and
Hajj in general,
Hajj
not,
and Umrah.
listen to me. But I said it doesn't matter if you do it. Allah doesn't blame you. But even if you don't do that, Allah is not going to blame you. Okay?
Moji, this is not the point I'm talking about. I'm talking
Anyway.
about the point that you said As-Safa and Marwa, it's from the pagans. That's what we said
Alright.
at the beginning.
And
So
then
I told you,
I
let me
explain you why. And I
Let me
explain you why.
Let me finish, please. I'm listening to you. Listen to me, okay? You said it's pagans. Now I showed you and I proved to you from the Holy Quran, and you agreed with me that the first one who performed Safa and Marwa was Hajar, the mother of Ismail alayhi salam.
Okay.
Let me finish. Now Allah says in the Quran it is sha'air. So
Okay.
don't come
And I
against
don't blame you. Yes, and don't,
Pagans.
I don't. Yes, and I don't blame you if you follow Hajar, brother. Wait now, brother Sayed. Okay,
I
then
follow
we have
the
another.
Quran.
Wait.
Quran.
Yeah, wait. We have another brother Muslim here.
I have to. I have
brother,
to go. Thank you.
wait.
very much.
Okay.
No, I have to go. It
Um,
is 4 a.m.
But
It's 5
Aladdin,
a.m.
Outlaws
to go
didn't
to
call
bed.
you dumb, though. He said
Yeah.
it's dumb debates. He didn't call you dumb.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Uh,
I am dumb. I don't mind. So it's okay.
He
Go
said
on.
it's dumb debates.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I am the one who is debating the issue with you. So when you say we have to debate the same issue, this dumb. So it's okay. No problem with me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all right, no problem.
Thank
Yeah. God bless you and Merry Christmas once
Yes,
again,
God bless you,
Sayed.
Aladdin. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, brother Sayed, are you there? Brother Sayed. Okay, there was a caller. I don't know. He called. Unfortunately, he left. I don't know if he's
Who was
there.
it? Oh, the one guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
missed him.
And then Mr. Tree.
Now
Mr.
Outlaws can also
Tree.
join. Yeah, and three. We missed three.
Yeah, Mr. Tree. He just came and said Alhamdulillah, and then he left. Yeah. Anyway.
He
so
knew
look,
he wouldn't be able to talk because
Yeah, I
Aladdin
know.
wants all the time. He wants.
Yeah.
He wants.
another things, yes. Another thing, yeah. I have to say that Safa and Marwa, Allah says, I will not blame you. So every rational person should understand that it is not his command. Otherwise, he doesn't need to blame us to follow his commands. All right.
Yeah, and it's quite curious or weird that after you said let's say he'd say something, no, he's not gonna. He's gonna go. Just like when he's talking, it's fine. He would have probably stayed if we gave him more time to talk
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, and then but no, somebody
yeah.
else has to talk. No.
Yeah, Sean, by the way, Sean, I left Sean. I left the link to that scientific scientist in details. Please copy it and watch it by yourself. Okay, about embryology in the Quran, please. Okay, Sean.
Yeah, can you just explain to me? So you're saying that the sperm gets created behind the rib cage, and then it explains
No,
how
it is
babies
no.
develop.
No, it is not about that. This is about how the sperm start to develop. It doesn't talk about from where it comes. Okay, it says it comes when it comes. Then how it develop first becomes a leech, and then we cover it with the bone and the
Wait, are you
flesh.
talking about how humans are created?
No, how a baby is developed in the womb. All right. So that's the link. If you want, please, because it's a little bit. It was 14
Yeah, but
minutes.
doesn't the Quran say that sperm comes from behind the rib cage or something?
Listen, that's a different subject, Sean. Okay, this is another subject. This is another verse. Okay, and that about coming from behind the rib cage and so on. I can bring for you even that one. All right, that this is not what you think. All right. So Hourglass. Salam
Well, bring
alaikum.
up that
Peace
one
be
there.
with you.
I think that's wrong, but I could be wrong.
Brother.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes.
But anyway, Hourglass, you
Yes.
are right. Wait, you were right about that. That is a dumb debate.
Yes.
They do. Yeah, they do it every year, especially that stupid guy. What was
Way
that?
of life
Zakir Naik. It is paganism. You say
Everything is just pagan.
yeah. Excuse me.
Crazy people.
I have to. Yes, I have to say to my
Yeah.
wife, parents, to my
Yeah.
co-workers and everybody say neighbors, Merry Christmas to them. If I don't do that, I'm a stupid person. Okay.
But
Yeah.
yes, brother Aladdin, you thought I called him dumb. I never
Yeah,
called him
but
dumb.
yeah, he understood. No, Hourglass.
The
Yeah,
debates.
no, he understood that he is dumb to bring up this. He
He
understood,
understood that he's dumb. Yeah.
He
But I
understood
never said that, brother.
No, you didn't say that,
Be
but it is.
personal.
Yeah, you didn't say it, but it is like that. Okay, so
Yes,
what
because
you don't have to always say something, but sometimes.
Yes, I'm sorry,
But-
brother Aladdin, you misunderstood me.
But
No,
Muji, some of their arguments sounds like pagans use lights. So these lights here is pagan, here at the back. Like
Well,
pagans
yeah.
use lights, They
No.
use all kinds of stuff. Computers. So the computer is pagan.
Well,
Yeah.
you
But I
know,
think he's
brother
also saying
Martin, I
that
wanna say
Christianity. Sorry, I'll let you speak.
thank you, brother. You know, this guy, I call him Shaitan Naik, Zakir Naik. He's a devil.
Mm.
He had
Mhm.
candles in his house. Candles were used by pagans for birthdays on cakes, so he's a pagan himself, if that's
Yeah,
the case.
you see?
Exactly.
He's practicing paganism there in his house with these candles,
Yeah, he is. They're
Well,
hypocrites.
I follow some atheist
I never
scholars, and they
read
say that there's similarities between pagan gods and they say the Canaanite god of El or something was a storm god or a whatever god, and then it became god of Israel, and then it was similar. Then they got kicked out of Israel and went to Persia, Babylon, or whatever, and then they copied the Persian god practices of good and evil and one god and all that, and then they went back to Israel and then so they got influenced by other religions and Christianity too. I think the people who wrote the New Testament knew about the pagan ideas about dying and rising gods and miracles and all that. And yeah. So basically, it's all made up by humans to cope for the fact that we're going to die and self-awareness. We're too smart for our own good, basically. I wish we were dumber. Well, no, maybe not.
I see. And yes, and also I wanted to say that Brother Muji, this guy, Way of Life SQ, this guy, every year he makes these videos with his
Mhm.
daughters. He says, You're not
Mhm.
supposed, they were like this. You're not supposed to do like the Christmas thing. You're imitating the infidels. You're imitating the kuffar. Shame
Mhm.
on you.
And they're stupid.
You're like
Don't know
them.
what is kuffar. They even don't understand the word kuffar. Mhm.
Yes,
Kuffar
the-
are ISIS and Taliban.
yes, the evil, the extremists.
Yes.
But them, they like this extremism. They say that it's so bad if you do this, and you're even Muhammad Salah. I'm sure you've heard of him,
Mhm.
and Ali Drama. I call him
Mhm.
Ali Drama. He was going on his case. He was like, "Oh, look at him. He's a polytheist. He does polytheism. He's this evil guy.
Mhm.
Ali needs calling dawah. He's a devil."
Yeah, yeah.
But I wanted to say to Sean, a lot of this stuff also sounds made up because, like, they try and look for similarities between anything, like, and say, "Oh, they must have borrowed this from that," you know. But it's if when you go and look closely at it, it's not the same. Like, it's totally different. And also, sometimes they borrow from the Christians, and then they say, "Okay, but no, these religions were first." And then they say, okay, Christianity must have got it from these pagan religions. The Jews hated paganism. They don't want to do anything with paganism. So to think that they would borrow from paganism is like, I don't know, it's like crazy to me, to think that they would somehow borrow this idea from paganism. Throughout the whole Bible.
Maybe they didn't follow the God idea, but they followed the beliefs. I think they followed the beliefs of good and bad from the Zoroastrianism, because I think Zoroastrianism is the first monotheistic belief, and it's older than Judaism.
You believe in good and bad, right?
Yes.
You believe in, so it's like saying you got it from those religions, those old crap religions that are dead. You must have got it there, That's the same kind of way.
I'm not an
in
expert.
that time. The Jews
I'm not
hated that stuff, so they.
No, I'm just I don't have the details, but I follow these guys called Myth Vision and Gnostic Informant, and they know way more about this stuff.
Yeah, but they make
And
mistakes,
atheist
and they're
scholars
already
and all that.
deceived. If they think there's no evidence for creator, they're massively deceived. If they think there is no creator, I think they're also massively deceived. Worse than flat earthers. They're worse deceived than flat earthers. Because flat earthers, at least there's nothing bad that happens to them if they're deceived. While these atheists, there's massive, if they are wrong, it's like worse than being in a scam or in a flat earthers community. I would rather want you to be in a flat earther community, because it would be less bad for you than an atheist blinded community where they blind each other with
but why don't you
propaganda
follow
and stuff.
Kirk Cameron's beliefs? I mean, your beliefs are so horrible, thinking that all these other religious people are going to hell except for your guys. I mean, that's way worse than being a Muslim like Muji. Do you really think most humans that don't believe in your God or Jesus is going to hell?
It doesn't matter what I think. It's what God teaches. Whatever God teaches. If perhaps I don't understand 100% what God teaches, but to me it looks like He says anyone not in Him is without Him. You're either in Him, with Him, or you're without Him, and that's hell. Anywhere without Him is hell. He's still with us. In even Muji's religion says God is still with us.
From the other side's point of view, this seems extreme. So this could lead you to do extreme things for your religion. You could start wars for your religion. You could.
No, we're against
that. If you believe that all the non-believers are going to hell, you can force us to believe in your. You could send us to. Kill us all, and then replace us all. This is why Protestants believed in the Nazis, because the Nazis wanted to get rid of a lot of the supporters of the Nazis were Protestant, and this is probably why, because Martin Luther hated the Jews, and this had influence on the Protestants. So This is crazy shit here.
Christianity is a Jewish religion, so Jesus was a Jew, so it would be stupid to just hate the Jews. And I think there's a lot of evidence for Christianity, a massive load of evidence for Christianity. And I think there's also a lot of evidence for God. Like, I don't understand how people, I think it's just ignorance that people become atheists because of all the evidence. Like, I think even Cosmic Skeptic said
there's no good evidence. The evidence you show us, we can easily debunk using the scientific method.
No, you can't.
All the miracles can be disproven. There's not enough good evidence for it. Give me good evidence of a miracle that scientifically.
Let me explain it to you scientifically, okay? We have worlds that we create. We design the world. We make the laws, the law of gravity in that world and all that laws. If the creator of that world comes into that world, into that game, he can walk on water. He can overcome the laws that he programmed. The same with this creator. If he comes into our world, he would be able to raise people from the dead, just like the creator of our worlds that we make on computers can raise people from there. Say someone died there, he can just raise them up. He can walk on water. He's not bound by the laws that he programmed into the world. So that's how you would see who the real creator is. So
you say we're in a Matrix parallel universe thing? Is God in a parallel universe or outside?
Some people think that, but I think we're in a created world. I don't know how he did it, how the creator did it, but it seems like he did it through the word. That's why there's words at the base of life, and I think there might be words at the base of the universe as well. Some scientists are finding a code, not just at the base of life, but also at the base of the universe, which would just further point towards intelligence. If you understand what I mean. Do you understand that it points towards intelligence, or do you not agree?
Well, don't they say that mathematics is the language that we can understand from the universe, and language is
that's the language we make up. I'm talking about a code that gives commands and instructions, like to nanomolecular machines and factories to do stuff. Like, we can change that code and we can give it commands. That's simulating that intelligence is giving the commands. Do you understand? We can also ask ChatGPT. We can also ask ChatGPT to make us new commands, but it still points towards initial input of intelligence, because ChatGPT and those commands come from intelligence. Do you understand? There can be lots of steps between the intelligence giving the initial input and the result.
Yeah, okay. I can say I don't know what happens before the Big Bang. It could be anything. The miracles, the evidence so far leads me to think that it was. I don't know what it is. The scientific evidence disproves a lot of miracles that you think proves the existence of your God.
Would you think miracles are less?
People lie. People lie. You understand that people lie?
Yeah.
When you think all the other religions lie, why are you not open-minded enough to think that yourself, your beliefs could have been lies too?
I'm open to it, but no one gives me good arguments against that. Like, these people, they didn't want to believe in Jesus. They didn't not want. They thought Jesus is going to do something totally different. They didn't think, like the Jews didn't think that their Messiah was going to die and get his kingdom through that way. That's why they didn't understand when he was there. That's why they rejected him as the Messiah. They couldn't see him as the Messiah because they thought of something else that's coming. Like when Jesus is coming again, these prophecies about what he's going to do, they thought those prophecies he has to do when he was the first time. So they didn't look out for the Messiah that was actually there. At least the Muslims know that Jesus is the Messiah, or admit that he's the Messiah. Muji? Right. But I don't know if Muji admits it, but most Muslims would say, yes, Jesus is the Messiah.
No, I say Messiah doesn't exist. Messiah, there will be no Messiah because.
Okay, but why does the Jews have a Messiah, Muji?
Yeah, but this is
Muslims, a lot of Muslims also.
Not a lot of Muslims. I think all
Muslims.
No, all Muslims believe that Mahdi will come. Yeah, that's a Messiah too. But I believe that these are a message that there is a way out of this jungle you are living in. But Allah is not going to send a Messiah, a Superman, Jesus or Mahdi or whatever to save us. We are going to save ourselves by His commands. Another thing I want to say to
But
Sean.
he did save some people, Mujib. Didn't Jesus save the people?
Yes,
that,
yes, no, they have.
He saved many people. You know?
Yes. But the Messiah, Islamic Messiah, is the one who's going to save the entire humanity from all these problems. Okay, and that's when Allah says Himself in the Quran that finally the righteous people will rule and inherit the planet. But I say we will go slowly towards that world. Not
So
suddenly,
what if,
not suddenly night, we wake up in the morning, somebody comes, hey, I've come and save you, and I will save all of you. No, it's not going to happen like that.
Okay, but what if Jesus died for everyone and everyone can now be saved? Like He's the savior of the whole world.
No, that's not
Everyone
about.
is able. No one has to go to hell. No one.
No, it's not
He wants
about.
everyone to go to
Martin,
heaven.
No,
It's
Martin,
not His will that anyone should go to hell.
Okay, yes. Your Messiah is different then, because our Messiah is the one who is going to save people from all bad deeds on this planet and create for them a world without bad deeds, with love and so on. So this is different Messiah. And I want to ask Sean a question. Sean, can you please tell me how could somebody 1400 years ago in chapter 21, verse 104 says, the day when we will fold the heaven like the folding of a written sheet for the records, as we began the first creation, so we shall do it all over again. That is a promise binding upon us. Indeed, we will do it. Look, in this one verse, there is the big chill. No, sorry, the big crunch, which it says the big crunch is, the big crunch. No, Big Bang is separate, okay? Big Bang is the beginning, okay? Big crunch is one of those three theories, the big chill and big rip. The big crunch is the theory that the world will come back again and then go until it becomes again before the Big Bang, okay? And then after that, it explode again and become another universe. So in this verse, it says, the day when we will fold the heaven like the folding of a written sheet, okay? So we will turn it back again, and says, as the records, as we began the first creation also, it's talking about the Big Bang. So two theories so far. So shall we do it all over again. So the second one.
Well, what does the context say? What is the context of this?
There is no such a content. It's talking about
context. Sorry.
Yes, I know. It is not. There is not such a thing in this about this verse. It's about talking about what God is going to do about this universe. So just take this verse. There is no context in that. I'm taking it out of.
But did the Quran say that there was trillions and billions of planets out there and stars? And because I heard that the Muslims taught that the stars were lights,
Sean, you will not accept anything. I'm so sorry. I know that. Whatever we bring, you say, how about that? Did say, I don't know, aliens will come and do this or that. You have to find something else, okay? And I have had this with Matt Dillahunty as well, with other atheists. The guy was looking for God and then was saying right away, I don't give him even damn if you bring a fact that God exists. I'm not going to worship him anyway. So unfortunately, Sean,
obviously, I would believe in your God if I got hypothetically I believed in your thing there. Now I believe in your God, but I'm not going to practice all the stupid things that are in the book. There's a lot of stupid things in all these books that humans believe in, and I won't follow those. And this would lead
No,
Like
Martin, wait. Sean, whole night, from the beginning you have been here, I have been telling you, give me a stupid thing there in the book, okay, that and I tell you, if there is something stupid, I told you, my God doesn't want you to follow it. But it is not about that at all. You don't care.
Well, Martin
Even
knows more about the
no,
Quran.
no.
So, Martin, give me a stupid thing in the Quran that I should not follow,
Well,
or moral teaching, or scientific theory.
Martin, he even doesn't know if there is a stupid thing or not, and he say, I don't follow.
Well, you
those
know,
stupid
I haven't read it. Like most religious
No,
people, they don't
yeah,
read their books. I'm just
No,
an honest
I-
atheist here.
yeah,
I'm not an
okay.
expert atheist. I'm a
Oh,
Timu atheist.
Yes, but at least you have to read some of this stupid one and then tell me I don't follow this because it is stupid, okay? It is immoral.
Yeah,
Hey,
Sean
let
is
me-
humble, Muji. He sounds humble. He's a Timu atheist, you know. So you should contact me, get my contact details, so we can chat, and then I can give him as much evidence as he wants for Creator. I'm pretty sure he will figure it out. I
Praying
can
five
give him
times a
limited
day.
evidence.
Hypothetically,
wait.
if I believed in all your gods, I believed in all the gods. A lot of atheists are actually spiritual. They don't think that there's nothing after. They're not sure about God and all that stuff. So they just think that there's a lot of morals that they disagree with. They're more liberal, moral-wise. A lot of atheists. They're lefties.
All right, Sean,
And
I have to
they
answer
don't
this.
agree with the conservative moral teachings anymore because they humans progress morally. We change and stuff like that. And religions will probably have to change as well.
I have to answer
So-
this.
so-
Martin, I have to answer this, okay, please. Miss K. Road. Praying 5 times a day. If it is stupid, then don't follow it, okay? You don't have to. And then another thing is that, wait. Another thing is that if you understood and believed that this 5 times a day is going to guide you to create a beautiful world for everybody else, okay? Wouldn't you just do that? Because this is not about praying. It is about asking God to show us the right path, okay, every day. And the right path, I have told you, is equality, that we have to prostrate towards it, okay? So that's not stupid, Miss K.
Yeah, but you could do yoga. You could do a lot of things together. It's the
My
same
God,
stuff. It's
Okay, but listen to me, Sean.
anything
Yoga,
together is fine.
No, yoga, Sean. Yoga is for your body. This is not yoga. This is towards Mecca, which is equality. Please, can you put it in your mind, please, once for all, Sean? Equality. Do you understand what is equality?
No.
No. Wait. One by one.
There's always
one by
going to be
one.
differences in life. We cannot be all the same. Communism makes us all be the same. We have to be different. The spice of life. You need diversity because
We
if
have
there's
to
no
be,
diversity,
we have to be,
a
yes, we have to be.
monoculture. It's a
Yeah.
monoculture.
No,
It's
wait.
a cult.
We have to be like animals, like a bunch of animals on this planet and eat each other up, okay? That's your solution, okay? Your solution is that let's live like
Well, no, I
animals.
agree with the vegans, but I'm not a vegan because I'm
No,
too evil.
Listen to me.
But I
I'm
think
not
if
talking
everybody
about
was vegan, the
Sean.
world would be a much better
You
place.
agree with vegans?
Sean, wait.
But I'm not vegan.
No, wait, Sean. Why you don't understand? My God, Sean, you are an adult person. I'm not talking about killing animals. I'm saying we are a bunch of animals who are killing one another. What it has to do with vegan, Sean? We are robbing
but
one
I don't
another.
think prayer.
We are
I
destroying.
don't
Wait,
think
stop.
praying. I don't
Stop,
think praying
stop.
to a God
Sean,
is going to
Sean.
solve our problems. The Muslims are praying to a God to solve their drought. That's not going to do anything. Prayer does not solve a lot of problems. It might make you feel better at the time because it's a placebo or whatever, or meditation. It's the same as meditation, but it's not going to solve the big problems. You need science for that. You
Well,
need
I can
logic.
show you
need
many
all the
problems that it
brain
solves.
stuff.
I can show you multiple examples where prayer helped people. Multiple. I even experienced it. Multiple examples. So if you want a whole list, I can give you multiple examples where prayer has helped people. And you can even, I can even show atheists immediately that prayer helps, even like the placebo effect, like you said. Obviously, it's gonna help. It helps.
Yeah, but doesn't the book, don't they say that if you believe in me and you pray, anything can happen or something? It can solve all your
Yeah,
problems.
I can show you many miracles that happen. People get healed. I can show you many stuff. Jesus even healed many people. It's documented that he healed also as well. It's documented in our book and even in the Quran that he healed
Martin.
people.
Martin, I would like to wrap it up because I don't feel very well tonight. Okay, we can continue maybe Christmas Eve. Yeah,
We'll see.
yes.
Hopefully everything works out. I'll let
Yes.
you know, Mujing. It's
Yes,
the
please.
24th.
Yeah,
I'll
24. We can do the same time.
Okay.
The same
Okay.
time like usual.
Hopefully.
Yeah, sorry
Okay.
for my emotional outburst there,
No,
but
it's
I had to
good.
control.
It's fun.
Okay.
It's fun,
All
Sean.
right, then.
Just you can contact me. Do you have Discord or something? Then we can chat on Discord or
No, I don't have Discord.
WhatsApp
I don't have Discord.
or
No,
do
it's
you
fine.
have-
I'll just talk to you on this. I'm not that deaf. I'm not. I think I know. My truth is the truth, and you will never get it away from me. And I'll force you guys.
You
in the
sound like
will
you
of science.
joined a cult or religion
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
My truth
The
is the
atheist
truth,
cult.
huh?
The atheist
Yeah.
religion.
Yeah, Muji. Atheism sometimes sound
Of
like
course.
a religion, Muji.
I know.
You know? And they're like,
No, I'm
we
joking, I'm
atheists,
joking.
we make our own church and all kinds
Yeah,
of
no,
weird
to be
stuff.
fair,
that
the atheists are not perfect neither. I mean, they've done some crazy shit, the atheists, with their politics and stuff.
And they have atheist mega churches. I don't know if you heard about that. Where atheists, they miss the church so much, they make their own church. It's an atheist church. But anyway, Muji is sick. We have to
Yeah.
wrap it up.
Thank you very much for being here, everybody.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, God bless
Bless
you
you,
all.
Sean,
Have
and
a nice
everyone. Muji.
Yes,
Hope you get
Feel
better.
better soon.
Yeah,
Bye.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas. But
Christmas,
we will
Muji.
hopefully we will have the Christmas Eve, and then
we'll see.
say it again. Okay, take care, my brother.
Okay.
God bless you
guys.
all. God bless
Assalamu
you.
alaikum.
Salaam alaikum, brother Sayyid.
Bye.
Salaam alaikum.
Salam
Bye-bye.
alaikum.
Salaam alaikum. Salaam alaikum.
Yes, guy.